What up, what up, what up? YouTube, specifically AMC. This is going to be a reaction video to Phil For Real's latest video. So without any more delay, let's get it played and let's speed it up. Now, this is a long video. He's over 16 minutes. I may not react to the entire video. I've already watched it. The end is mostly about what he likes to call DD apes, and you know, you guys can do all the talk you want. Our group knows better, blah blah blah. Before I start the video, though, Phil, I would say this: I'm pretty sure you don't know as many people as you're claiming to represent as the DD apes. I mean, how many could it really be? 50, 100 even? That ain't going to make a difference anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, in whatever you're seeing on Twitter, whatever numbers, whatever bots, as you know very well, because I'm very happy with the way you described the bot farm. I like to use that as well. You know, it's not real, so they may be disguised as DD apes, so on and so forth. So the only problem I have is when you're kind of representing that group, you're making it seem like that's millions that you know. And it can't be more than, you know, maybe 50 or 100. So it doesn't make it any more appealing what you're trying to say. So let me start your video here.
What up? Did shorts cover? Nope. What are we talking about? All right, so.
All right, just right off the top, Phil, right off, you know, your entry, I love it. You know, I told you that before. It's a cool little catch slogan, but unfortunately, it doesn't really go that way. Did the shorts cover? The shorts can keep reshorting. You can take out new positions. So it's not a situation where they will infinitely ever just cover and say, hey, we're covered. It's done. Zero. So the shorts will never cover. So you're saying is never going to ever complete itself. It's just, oh, you know, they'll just reshort again. So I don't know. Maybe change the catchphrase, maybe not. It's kind of cool. I thought it was cool when I didn't know better a couple of years ago, but now it's a little silly, to be honest.
I'm making this video because I have a lot of things to talk about. Good things that's on my mind, and some annoying things. So let's talk about some good things first, and then we'll go to down the line here. So good things is that, you know, here we are, you know, post reverse split and conversion. And most of you are probably wondering, why isn't the share price doing what it does? And you see all these YouTubers that don't show anything, don't show any due diligence. You see them just saying, well, I believe it's a cleanup operation. Well, what happened to that cleanup operation? Oh, it's still ongoing. That's what they're going to say. Oh, you know, whatever bullshit they come out their ass with, I'm just like, whatever. Whatever, man. You know, you keep spewing that shit every day, and you got certain YouTubers that fall for that shit. The rest of us ain't falling for that shit.
All right, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. The rest of us, and this is a common thing in AMC. So, for instance, when a troll or a bot comments on a video that they don't agree with, they always try to represent themselves as speaking on behalf of an entire large group. That's what Phil's trying to do right now. He is trying to speak on behalf of the DD apes, which how many could you possibly know? How many could you really possibly know that are living, breathing beings? 10, probably 20. If it was crazy, 50 or 100 from a Twitter space call maybe that you've done, and you really feel like all those people are real or whatever, but not enough. You need to know like 5 or 10 million for it to really represent some sort of major movement that you're speaking about.
You know, there's floats of apes still floating around right now. Still, to this day, even before I recorded this video, I checked just to make sure. I was like, okay, let me see if there's still floats of ape floating around. And sure enough, ape is still floating around. Now, most of you are probably wondering, well, how could ape still float around? I thought Adam Aaron took all the shares. That's what Jeepers Creeper said. That's what Stock and Crypto Play said. That's what Frankie said. That's what the Marine said. That's what CSI said. That's what Donahue said. That's what this person said. All of these people.
I don't know anything about apes floating around. Sounds like it should be title of a new movie, a Planet of the Apes movie. But let's just say this: whatever the conspiracy is, doesn't matter, because none of the conspiracies ever play out. So who the hell cares? This is just a wasted talking point.
Austin, all of them. They all said it. Yeah, Adam Aaron, he took the shares. He took the shares. How can he take shares when he has no control over the markets? See, that's the thing. Y'all think y'all slick. Oh, yeah.
I know you hate this part, but Adam Aaron is fucking terrible, bro. Sorry to tell you. I don't know why you want to. I mean, I know what you're doing. You're not going to admit it. You're just standing on your belief and your support for the CEO of the company that you are invested in, supposedly, because you're not one that really shows very often that you are actually still invested. You just speak as if you are, and that, you know, you're part of the movement and you've been holding since day one, but you don't prove it enough. I think you should. I'm not saying that you don't have shares. You may have them, but it'd be good for YouTube and your viewers to really, really know, hey, I got them. Look at how long I've had them. I'm still with you guys. Because that really proves there's too many phonies in this movement. And most of them stand on the side of not even having any shares, but are pumping out hopium. That's usually the most common case, is guys that just want to ride the bullish sentiment on AMC even without shares because they know it is highly viewed on YouTube.
We don't have proof that he went to the SEC and this and that, but you got proof that I've been showing, that others have been showing, that market makers are creating phantom QSIPs. Phantom QSIPs are still floating around.
I don't like the way your eyes are moving around, man. That's not a sign of confidence with your theory with the QSIPs. Here's my opinion. I don't care anything about the QSIPs or any of the like. It's not going to do anything, sir. You're looking, and thankfully I paused you while you're looking at me so I can look right at you and tell you that doesn't matter, man. It's not going to do anything for the fucking price. Okay, this is game over. Okay, if this stock gets to $100, which would take a fucking miracle at this point, okay? You're still only at $10 per share pre-reverse split. Nobody can get out at that price. Nobody can get out at $200, but they will. If it by some chance you get a 2,000% run up to $20, right? Or $200 after the reverse split, $20 pre-reverse split, you're going to have whoever's left still holding, they're gone, bro, because most of the averages are around there, especially if they were averaging down now when it hit $2 and so on and so forth. So this plays over. But worse yet, once it hits $200, you're going to get all these retail investors that didn't know how to short before when they entered AMC. They're going to be so pissed off already at this whole scenario that they're going to join in. They're already probably learned, or they're going to try to learn how to short it back down. And honestly, that's the best case scenario, is if it runs to 200, a 2,000% run. That would be your moass. But clearly that would really just be everybody getting their money back, or at least taking a much smaller loss than they should have. Because honestly, they shouldn't even be in 30, 40. They shouldn't be averaging 30, 40, 50 pre-reverse split. They should have at least decided to, dedicate some more money to average down.
Okay. So until those QSIPs are closed out or whatever, everybody got the right amount of shares, it seems like. And it looks like Mr. Dougie Large, or Seafood, is whatever his name is, he's afraid to put them shares back because he already know. Yeah. What's up with these extra shares? Where'd you get those from? Now, mind you, I could be, like I said before in my live stream, I could have been posting an incorrect amount of shares. However, the float, those QSIPs in units are still floating around. That's why this play is not over. And then in the midst of all of that, Adam Aaron, literally, when he tweets, I'm going to agree with Checkmate. Sometimes he's been, posting like subliminals, like, don't take my silence for inaction. It's almost as if he understands when the corporate action is being made and something happens, it's happening. And sure.
I don't buy that, Phil. These days in the world that we live in, which is direct communication with everybody through social media, there's a lot of CEOs that communicate almost on a daily basis. I don't want to compare AMC to Mullen, because I'm sure an AMC investor would probably say, that's a scam. That CEO is a scam. But the bottom line is that CEO is in constant communication with his investors. Adam Aaron should not be, in my opinion, talking about Taylor Swift when the stock is going through such a difficult time after this reverse split and the ape conversion. He should have put something out to kind of temper investor confidence, which is totally battered right now. Not move on and say, let's talk about Taylor Swift, because when it was possible that the stock was going to have a major run up, he made sure to come out, okay, multiple times. Now that the stock has plummeted, he hasn't really said anything, and that's not cool, okay? Talking about Taylor Swift doesn't really I don't think that doesn't tickle many people's balls.
No, Taylor Swift tweets from her Twitter account, woke up all the Swifties. Imagine what Beyonce gonna do. 26 million in one day, okay? 26 million in one day. Now, as I mentioned, to the no crowd or the no influencers, you had 8 months, and we all was listening to your Jeepers Creepers guy. He said, we just need more time. They're going to run out of money. We need this to happen, that to happen. All
with respect to Jeepers Creepers, I'm all over his ass, man. I'm just tired of him just milking the fucking cow already, the AMC. He's never owned any shares. He's never proved any shares. He was the biggest influencer, in my opinion, even over Matt and Trey combined. I think he was the biggest influencer, And he fucked a lot of people. He mentally paralyzed them and locked them in the play, told them it was going to be worth $500-$600 or more, 1,000 to keep holding, keep buying, and all matters must settle. And figure out what you're going to buy with your money, and make sure you know who your friends are, because they're going to be coming after you asking for money. And so much hopium that was pumped out of Lou to keep people locked in. And then when things went wrong, he was like, it's all Adam Aaron's fault, not mine. I just hope that somebody just takes a chance and fucking says, you know what, let me see this guy. Let me see if I can get any sort of damages from him, because he has made a lot of money on YouTube and he continues to do it. He continues to milk the AMC narrative.
Everything was happening in your way. Everything was happening in your direction. More time. And guess what happened? AMC, literally almost down to fucking 50 cents. If we would have listened to you, in all of our shares, we would have been down to 50 cents. They would have shorted us to oblivion. But look at what happened. Reverse stock split, we bump up, boom. Now we at 12. And right now it looks crazy. I get it.
There is no positive way to look at AMC right now, my friend. It is beaten down and battered. It doesn't even matter if it goes to tonight to $18. It doesn't even matter. You guys are so far behind the eight ball right now. And honestly, I can go back about a year and a half, yourself included, and many others, where they stated that if this stock ever hit 10, they were going to unload a fucking clip of money or their bank accounts and buy as many shares. That was pre-reverse split. When it went to 5, I think everybody said that they were going to unload their fucking bank accounts, and that was bullshit. So you didn't get any new buyers. You're not getting anybody to buy shares. That's the problem right now. Nobody is buying the stock. Definitely, they're not going to buy it now at this price. No new investor is going to buy this stock. It's whoever's still holding, which I'm pretty confident is a lot less people than it once was, especially a year and a half ago.
But remember, the juices have not been closed out for 8 yet. It's still there. Yes, we're still going to make a threshold list every fucking day. We're at a fucking standstill. Every YouTuber that come out right now that talks negative about Adam Aaron, they have nothing else to go off of. You got some YouTubers that come on here and be like, oh, I sold my shares, and they still want to talk about AMC.
All right, so I'm going to address two things. One, regarding the QSIPs. It doesn't matter. I get that you're onto a theory that you feel is the reason why this stock is going to go up. But it's funny the way you're looking at me right now, like you're focused on what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say right now is that it doesn't matter. I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong with your theory, or anybody was wrong with the AMC theory. All I've ever tried to say from day one is that the powers that be are not going to allow this to run. They're not. This is the most hated, the most suppressed stock, okay, for a reason. They're not going to let retail have this. They're not going to let any retail have it in any play, but especially not AMC, okay? They hate AMC with a passion, and they're not going to let it run, no matter what the case may be. Even if you're right, the threshold list, the FTDs, the naked shorts in Brazil, Guatemala, ape shares, bullshit, this, that, the other, it doesn't matter, bro. It is not, the market is not conducive right now. The market is screaming to every retail investor, we control this casino. This is our house. You are a guest. You are invited to play under our rules, but we are not going to allow you all to get rich, let a stock run up, and let the whole world watch it and jump in and take more money out of it. It doesn't matter. This goes far beyond the people that you think are the ones that are suppressing AMC and the ones that are cheating, okay? This goes all the way to BlackRock and Vanguard, who control every fucking thing that your eyes can see in this world. They have a position on both sides. They are in it all. And if they don't want AMC to run, they're not going to let AMC or any other stock run. And just a word to the wise, it's not just AMC. They are shorting the entire market. And for good reason. We are on the cusp of a financial breakdown. So, of course, every stock, shorting any stock at this point right now, is a good position. The last stock they're going to say, let that one run, is AMC.
You got other YouTubers that's all in on GME, and they still want to talk about AMC.
Oh, I want to address that. I want to address that real quick with you, so you don't have to even say it anymore, okay? And I find this video extremely respectful. And that's why I'm responding to you very respectful. You did a very good video. You addressed your concerns. We've talked shit. You talked some shit about me on Twitter. I did some videos talking some shit about you, but now you're officially addressing me in this video, and you're doing it respectfully, so I'm going to respond to you respectfully. I make AMC videos because YouTube does not recommend anything else. Look at every other YouTuber, whether they are pro AMC, have shares, whatever the case may be. If they talk about any other subject, yourself included, you're not going to get views. Okay, our channels have already been generated. The algo has already been generated to kind of like filter us through that crowd. Recommend our videos of AMC to those that want to watch AMC. That's why when we talk about AMC, we get the most views. So I'm going to continue to do that because I still want traffic on my channel, and I've never hidden that I want to earn ad revenue. Never. I came clean with the people from day one. I'm on YouTube to grow a channel and to make money. I'm not here to say, oh, I'm not monetizing anything. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to help the world, heal it, and make it a better place. Okay, I do want to do that. But in the case of AMC YouTubing, I don't do that and then flip-flop later and say like, oh, no, I deserve to get paid for it. Yes, if you're making videos and you're editing, bro, even if you're just dropping a video, whether you edit or not, you deserve ad revenue. I've never had a problem with anybody making money on YouTube. That's not the problem at all. So I just want to make that very clear. Me, and I believe everybody else, I'm not going to speak on their behalf, but I believe everybody else does it because they know that that's what gets paid. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to give my opinion, my reactions to your videos. And you know what? Maybe if I feel like it is a good investment at some point, if it gets beaten down enough, I may buy some shares to see if it runs up and I make a few bucks. But the moass thing is totally dead.
Damn, bro, let us take a shower, bro. Why you holding this curtain, bro? Stop stalking us, bro. You know what I'm saying? But no, they still gotta talk about us for clout. They still gotta talk about us, and our play ain't over with. It's simple. Now, I want to talk about John Wick sniping. I saw his video yesterday because I probably dropped it like 4 days ago. But basically, he mentions that I used to not monetize my account, and now I monetize it. And I'm gonna explain why. The reason why now I monetize my videos is because if you look at some of the previous music videos and like mini short films that I've been creating, you can probably tell it takes hours of work to put all of that together just for you guys' entertainment. So, yeah.
All right, so there's not much more that I need to watch on this. I totally agree with you, man. You deserve to make the ad revenue. You're editing, you're doing whatever you're doing. You deserve it. I was just only stating that because I've been watching you from a very long time. That's why I know that you didn't monetize before and you're monetizing now, but you could have done it throughout. It didn't matter to me. I think you deserve it. It's just, like I said previously, it's just kind of weird when someone does, behaves a certain way and then changes it without kind of saying anything. Maybe you should have came out and says, hey guys, look, I'm putting in a lot of work on this AMC and looking for answers to the play. So I deserve to be. I mean, you don't have to do that, but guys like me are going to notice that you weren't monetized and you were representing yourself as I'm not here to make money on YouTube, and then you start monetizing yourself on the same subject without saying that you are. It's not a big deal. You deserve the money. Everybody deserves the money. I can give a shit. I was just pointing it out. But other than that, man, I have no problem with this video other than the opinions that I shared. Obviously, that don't agree with your beliefs or theories on AMC running up to high numbers. I'm sorry, my friend. It's just not going to happen. It's been 3 years. Nobody got into this play to save AMC. Nobody got into this play for AMC fundamentals. Nobody got into this play because they like Adam Aaron. They got into this play because they thought that they watched YouTube and they watched a couple guys talk about AMC as being the next run after GameStop, and they saw it run in GameStop, so they figured, holy shit, they'll do it again in this one. And it happened. It went to 72. Unfortunately, that was it. That was the run. But since they wanted to keep everybody locked in, they kept selling a moass, meaning the mother of all short squeezes, meaning this is going to 10,000, 100,000, 500,000, whatever the case may be. And when those numbers came out, everybody just locked themselves into the stock and says, until I see that kind of money, I'm not selling. Well, unfortunately, you're almost done. You're almost, it couldn't have gotten any worse than how it played out. Not to mention that this was supposed to happen very quickly. If it didn't happen within like 6 months, I think everybody should have bailed. At the bare minimum, everybody should have bailed before this idiot diluted with ape, because that's what it was, Phil, whether you want to admit it or not. There's no reason to come out with a dividend and say, you know what, let's converge it again after a year. What the hell was that? What was the purpose of that? Okay, he should have just says, hey, I'm going to make this stock because I want it to pay for debt. So if you buy this stock, I'm going to use all that money to pay for debt. He didn't sell it like that in the beginning. It wound up being like that at the end. But what he should have said in the beginning, but what he tried to do in the beginning is say, this is a gift that we're giving you guys, and you should be so happy. And it wasn't. It was literally cutting the stock price in half and making two different tradable shares, which everybody was confused about. So the ape thing was the biggest fuckery I've ever seen in my life. I got out before ape. I never saw ape. I never let him split my shares. And thankfully, I did, because I can guarantee you that every ape, DD ape, whatever ape you want to fucking call, they would get out at 20, 22 bucks right now. Okay. They don't want to keep waiting for this stupidity of a story to play out, which it's not going to, because the market is not going to let it happen. The theories are great. They're beautiful. I love it. I love your theories. It's great. Gives me something to look forward to. Gives everybody else something to look forward to. But if you're watching the stock market, and that's the problem with AMC investors, is you're not watching the entire market the way it moves. All it is a quick pump and dump. So they're not going to allow AMC to run, because the moment it starts to run, it's going to get halted. It's going to get cooled down, and that's it. And then the next day, it's going to give it all back. And that's the best you're going to ever get out of AMC. So I'm going to end it like that. Thank you very much for the respectful video. And I will look forward to seeing more content. John Wick Sniping is out in a second. Now.